Hello. I'm back for the final live. I've been live every day for the last 2 weeks, so I'm pretty tired. I have to say I'm pretty tired, but it's been the most amazing, incredible experience. I've loved it. I've loved sharing all of this with you and the birthday and all the webinars this last week. And big welcome to all the new people joining the hub. So for many of you, the journey starts now. It's exciting. And I will be available now for any questions. So even if you're not joining, please feel free to ask any questions because Monday, there won't be a live session on Monday publicly because I'm going to be live with the new members. We've got Week of Welcome next week. And we'll be making sure that all the new members settle in and know what their next steps are. So I know that some of you might be feeling overwhelmed, scared. We are used to those feelings. We are used to them. So please don't be afraid. We are equipped with fear. We know all about fear. So nice to see you, Sarah. Hello, Karen. So yes, you can ask any questions. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do some Zentangle. And I'm going to relax a little bit whilst we hang out and make art, and I'll answer any questions. Just ask me anything in the chat and I will answer if I can. It's been an incredible time. And I just think, that video of everyone holding their I am an artist was just so lovely to see. So if you take anything from the last 2 weeks, I want you to take the fact that you are an artist and also that you have the power to design your own life. You really do. And I know for some people, they still don't believe that. They still think, after all these sessions, you're probably still thinking, I don't know, they've got more confidence than me. I don't know, they've just got more time than me. I don't know, they've just got things that I don't have. They've just got more talent. They're just this. And it's easy to compare and think that you're not going to make the same progress. But I promise you that, I know I say this, but I not only believe it, but I know it because I've seen it time and time again. There is a place for everybody. There really, really is. And when you open yourself up and release the fear and go on that journey and let art take you on that journey, it's why it's so powerful. Art is just amazing. In fact, I was doing my Zentangle earlier. This is my Zentangle that I've been doing. This is a lesson inside Makers, by the way, with a guest. He was a member of United Art Space. His name's Romeo. And I was doing this Zentangle today. And I'd never come across Zentangle before. And it was really nice. Romeo took us through this step by step. And I returned to it when my head's spinning now. And as I was doing this, Romeo messaged. It was really weird because I was sat in the studio session with the members earlier. And I don't usually have my phone on in the studio sessions, but I was keeping my eye out for messages because it's the last day that you can join the hub. And he messaged, and it was so lovely. And he just said hi to everyone, and he wondered how everybody was doing. And he's doing really well, and he's selling cards and books and putting his art on merchandise and T-shirts and things like that. So that was really nice to get a message from Romeo today. And so, yes, there is a place for everybody because time and time again, I've seen it. I've seen when you open yourself up to art taking you on a journey, and you just don't know what opportunities are out there and what direction it will take you in. And sometimes if you're trying to paint a picture of where you think you should be heading, it can create fear. It can create the doubt that you think, how can I ever do that? So you just need to know your next steps and have a direction, but enjoy the journey. the journey is the most important part, and it's not always about the destination and where you're going to end up. It's about having some excitement about your art making and the people that you're going to meet along the way and the opportunities that are going to come your way. And it starts to happen, and it's really, really weird when it starts to happen, because the quote, where focus goes, energy flows. So when you start focusing on the life that you want to design, the way you want to live, the art that you want to make, and the living that you want to make, opportunities that were there already, but you weren't tuned in to see them, start appearing. And that's what the hub brings you, is that focus, so that you start to really tune in to what it is that you want. And already people have joined this week and said how they've delved in, and already they're starting to see how it's going to impact their whole life. And it does, because it's what we teach is, it's about making art your living, but it's about getting everything right in your mindset, your life first. So yes, even if you don't join, I want you to remember that you can design your own life. So I am I'm going to see if there was any questions from earlier that I didn't answer. One thing that sprang to my mind today was the feeling of being scared when people join the hub, and I find it really interesting, and I understand why it's so scary. And I will talk about this in Week of Welcome, but this applies for anyone. But you know, when you're doing something new, like joining the hub, it brings up a load of fear. And we will tackle this together when you join the hub. But the best thing to do is to ask yourself, what is the scariest thing that can happen when you join the hub, or whatever it is that you are really, really terrified to do? And quite often, when you start to get that out onto paper, what am I so afraid of here? Like, joining the hub is so scary. What is it that I'm scared of? What is the worst thing that's going to happen to me? And when you start to acknowledge that fear, like, why am I so scared, and write it down on a piece of paper, sometimes then you start to see that it's quite an irrational fear. Like, you'll look and you'll think, that's not that scary. I don't need to be afraid of that. Or it might be a valid fear. It might be something that is bringing up a sense of, what if I fail at this when it means so much to me? Or what if I look silly in front of all these people? You know, I think they're all going to know what they're doing. They're all going to be amazing artists, and they're all going to look at my work and think, how are you going to make a living? All of these fears are normal. And everything that I'm saying now is what I've heard and seen and felt myself time and time again. And so write them down and acknowledge them. And then you can deal with them, because then when you write them down, you can come up with a solution to face that fear. So, or you come up with the opposite. So this is how I deal with fear. So let's use the example of, what if everyone in the group is better than me, and they're all going to just think I'm ridiculous? So what I do with that is I write it down. What if I join the group and everyone's just going to think I am ridiculous, and what is she doing here? And then I write the complete opposite to that. So I draw on a piece of paper and I write it down, and then I draw a line down the middle, and on the opposite side I write, but what if they don't think I'm ridiculous? What if I am accepted? And I write the complete opposite to what the fear is. And then I write a solution. So, if the worst thing does happen, what would I do? And so if I did go into this group and everyone thought I was ridiculous, what would I do? Well, I could leave, or I could reach out and tell somebody. And then you start to see what the chances of that actually happening. And then you start to just be able to deal with the fear, rather than it sit in your head. and manifest in you not taking action on something, or not, or the worst thing is you don't join up, or you cancel because you're so terrified. But actually, when you rationalize it, you realize that it's not so scary after all, or there is a solution to deal with the fear. So I wanted to talk about that because I can see it cropping up a lot, and this is what we're going to help you with inside the hub if you join. But if not, there's my top tips for you, because you'll be scared at some point in your life it's going to happen. And I was just thinking, there's one other thing that I do when I have fear. So I do the opposite. I write a solution. And I write something to prevent it from happening. And then I write, if it does happen, what is the worst thing that will happen, and what can I do? Just come up with some solutions. Like, well, if that does happen, then I could do this, or I could do this. But ultimately, it might not even happen. So. And so when you join the hub, that's the first thing that we tackle is the fear, because we want to shine a light on that fear. And it could be anything. When you start to work through the 7 keys, you'll realize, you might join and think, I'm not scared of anything. And then you go through and go, okay, I'm holding myself back in some areas and didn't realize it. So, let me see if there's any questions. Let me know, please do. And I'm not very good at multitasking, so I am going to try and sit and do my Zentangle, and I might lower this so you can see, but then I'm not sure if I can see the questions. Yeah, I can. Yeah. Right, let me just get my position first. So I'm going to draw as we talk. Okay. There we go. Got that one. Oh, you're very welcome, Sarah. Hello, Karen. Hello, Susie. It has been a couple of weeks, hasn't it? Oh, yay. Julie's joined. Yay. What time will your lives be next week? Let me just pop back up here so I can speak to you, because it's a bit weird trying to look down. There was an email on its way to you. If you've just joined, there's an email outlining the times next week. Off the top of my head, on Monday, there is a welcome live at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. so I can capture time zones. But, I can come up with times and it's not going to suit everybody. So please don't feel that you have to attend those live sessions, because inside the hub, there's a Start Here section. And when you go to the Start Here section, there's a welcome video from me. And then I give you a tour of how to use everything. And those Monday live sessions will be added to the hub as a replay, so you don't have to attend live. And if you watch the replay, you can put comments afterwards. We'll be on hand all week to help you settle in and reply to your comments. So Monday is 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. UK time. And on because usually I'm live in the hub every Thursday. There's a session every Thursday. And again, you don't have to attend them all. I'm just there every week to be on hand if you need help. And we have different themes each week. Next Thursday is a Q&A session with me. So there's a feedback post inside the hub group, and people ask their feedback, and I look at social media quickly and websites really quickly, and I give feedback on questions. So that's what that will be on Thursday. So big welcome, Julie. Big welcome. I'm going to be working this weekend. Yeah, I've got a lot of catching up to do from the last couple of weeks, and I've got some things that I want to sort out for the hub, some welcome posts and emails. So that's what I'll be doing this weekend. But I will take one day off though. Thank you for asking, Les. And I didn't realise it was bank holiday till this morning. Did you break anything? So this morning we had a studio session. So every Friday I'm in my studio, and I go on Zoom, and members can just drop in if they want to come and join me while I'm making. And somebody shared this morning, Vivara shared that she'd been kind of beating this metal, shaping it, and as she was describing, you know, she'd been hammering, she got her tools and showed me. And I'm sat here Zentangling, which is very relaxing and just calms my mind down. But when I saw her with this like beating and everything, I realized that, wow, that feels or sounds very therapeutic. So I then went on a mission to try and find what I could beat up in my studio. You know, when you feel like you've got a load of energy that you just like, I need to get out. That's how I felt earlier. So anyway, I found some what was it called? It's like sculpture mold. It's a bit like that power tech stuff that Donna shared with us in the makers. It's like a powder, you mix it with water and it turns into a solid material. So anyway, I got messy and played with that, but it was good fun. Yeah, it's the lighting. It's definitely the lighting in here. If I turn the lights off, you'd all be like, oh, poor Michelle, she needs to get some sleep. It's a different light, this one. It's a warmer light than the one that's in my studio is really white, and I end up looking quite pale on that one. Oh, Melanie's joined. You were a post-it note up there then. I wonder where you are, Melanie. My gosh, there's so many. I don't know. I do remember writing you. I don't know. I'll find you out and let you know. Oh, do you love Zentangle, Susie? Yes, it is nice, isn't it? That's right. Camille, if you're already in the hub, no, you don't have to do anything. No, this is all just for new people joining. So yeah, that's a good question though. So people who join, the subscription is renewed, and that's whether it's monthly or yearly, it's a renewed subscription, but you can cancel that. So if you sign up for monthly, we ask, please let us know 48 hours in advance of your next payment coming out. And the same for yearly, because cancellations are instant. That's just how our system is. So if you are yearly, just do the same, make a note. We do send reminders out though, so for yearlies. Yay, grab your sketchbook, Ryan. I'm going to go back to mine in a second. Oh, Hannah, hello. Big welcome, Hannah. Yes, it's going to be so exciting. It really is. And like I said before, if you can carve out an hour each week, you will make so much progress. And there's so much support if you join the Facebook group. So much support from the members. I was saying this earlier to someone that's just joined. They just said, I feel like, wow, the first key that they've just done, mindset, is impacting my whole life already. And I think that's why our group is so supportive, because we spend a lot of time on mindset, which gives us the tools to be really mindful about how we feel, how we're triggered, and so we're using that in the group. Because someone asked me today, how did they word it? They said, would I feel, I can't remember the exact question, how it was worded, but it was something like, will I feel inferior around all the other artists inside the group? Because there's so many other like amazing people. And the answer to that is, if you do, then it's the mindset piece to work on, because the more you're focusing on other people and comparing yourself to those people and comparing in a way that's making you feel inferior, then you're not focusing on your own journey. So those mindset lessons will help you be in a group like ours and be comfortable. And that's what you want. So, and there will be times where you maybe feel a bit envious, but what we encourage you to do is focus on your own journey. it's all about you. It's all about you, and it's all about how, what steps you need to take, what stage you are right now. We're not there to judge you. We're there to help you move to whatever you want to do. And so I thought I could hear little people coming in then. I've got my kids out there. So yeah, and it doesn't matter if, when you start to look at the people and think, oh, they're so much better, or they're doing so much better than me. Whenever you're doing that, you're not focusing on your own journey. It's just complete waste of time. So we want you to focus on yourself. And when you start to feel that comparison in a negative way coming, then we've got resources to help you. So I've got so many videos that I can share with you to just snap you back into focusing on your own journey. So yes, yay, hello, Elspeth finally found us, yay. Oh yeah, you are, Abigail, designing my life. I sure am. I'm lucky enough to be on it daily, and it's a game changer. I'll never forget the day you joined, Abigail. Hello there. Hello. I already have a market stall and sell stuff through that and shops, but I think this might help me with stuff and my art a bit. It will. It really will, because it's about, in a nutshell, the 7 keys that we teach is effectively, it's a business plan. It is a business plan, but it's so much more than a business plan because it covers so much more than a traditional business plan would. But effectively, it incorporates everything that you would plan if you were to do a new project, a new business. It gives you real solid foundations to grow and to do this properly. So it's not about quick wins and when I say quick wins, I mean, success overnight that fizzles out because you just were in the right place at the right time. It's about building relationships and long-term customer base. And so this is sustainable. So that's what it's all about. When you're making a living, it's the long game. It really is. So I think you'll get a lot out of it, Hannah, and we're here to help you every step of the way. Oh, hi, Sarah. You can't get on the Facebook one. We can see you on the YouTube, though. My art skills are severely lacking. I've only started learning in the last year. What would the point be joining the hub? Should I not wait till my skills are much more developed? So we've had loads of people join. Gosh, I remember Vivian joining us last year, and she just started painting the month before. And she started painting I think it was 6 weeks before she painted, and then she joined the hub. And then within 3 months, she's had within the 3 months of joining, she was having exhibitions. And she'd never painted since she was a child. And she was just painting really expressively and like floral, abstract, and just, yeah. And she has, oh gosh, she's had so many exhibitions and shows, and she's been in all sorts of publications as well. So, I mean, the thing is, you can develop your skills, but what I have found from people that have joined as beginners, they have learned so much from other artists. We've got so many artists who are there to help you develop your skills. So we have critique sessions and we have work in progress sessions where artists are giving each other feedback all the time on how to improve their artwork. We've now got the makers as well, which is all about developing your artistic voice and doing different art challenges to help you play with different materials. So we've set up the hub to take you from beginner to established. So and everybody inside the group, even you might look at some people when you join and they're so far ahead, but there weren't many people that were that far ahead when, most people have come in feeling very lost, and a lot of people have joined being at the beginning stages, and now they're they're flying. Catherine springs to mind as well. I remember Catherine when she joined as a complete beginner, and her artwork now is off the scale. Rebecca Hurst, she joined as a beginner, and she's making huge, big, massive abstract paintings now, and taking big commissions. And so it's really up to you, though. It's up to you if you want to develop your skills, if you know what you want to do. Yeah, everyone's different, I guess. Oh, Jean, I know, I saw, and I was like writing your post-it note, like, oh, Jean's back, because I met Jean. We had a member meetup in Canada. Hopefully, I'll be back in Canada next year, because the event that I usually go to will be on. And we'll be able to meet up again, Jean. Really nice to see you back. Geraldine, hello. Came back to art after 35 years after leaving school. Lost my mojo during lockdown. Have no idea of my style or strengths. Just been playing so far. Looking forward to motivation and learning. And I just want to reassure you as well, because I've had lots of questions today saying, do I need to go off and make a collection first? And do I need to go and find what my place is, or find what it is that I want to do? And it's like, no, that's why we created the hub. That's exactly why we've created it, to help you find what it is inside of you that lights you up. We have created is that beginning steps of why are you doing what you do and what inspires you, and you will go through all these worksheets to help you start to dig into things. You'll have such revelations about your life and what art you want to make. So yes, you will play a lot and start to develop your unique voice. Yes. Oh, Michelle, hello. If you haven't joined yet, please think about doing it. It's an investment in your talent. It is an investment. Someone said to me today, how expensive is it? And I said, it's an investment. And you get, at the moment, you get over £1,500 worth of resources that we're going to start selling separately from next month, included. So it is an investment, yes, in your talent, and you will not regret it. I joined back in October, and it's amazing how the hub has changed my thoughts, helped me deal with things. I can truly say I'm glad I made the investment, and I'm gaining day by day, week by week. The hub will give as much as you wish. You just need to delve in and enjoy. Yes, thank you for sharing that, Michelle. Hey, Susie, I'm struggling on fear in the mindset. Can I email you, or is there a place within the hub I can pose questions or explain without it being too public, for the moment at least? So yeah, you can, in the hub, there's a feedback post, and rather than putting it in the group where everyone sees it, that's a little bit more, it's all together with everyone asking questions. If you go to the guides section inside the group, then you'll find the post in there, and it's called feedback. And I do recommend posting it in the group, because we've had so many people go through this program, and we have a team on standby as well to help and share their experience. And if you are still struggling, I will share in an email to the members only. I don't want to share it now, because we don't want to get inundated with people emailing that address, because it's for members only. But yeah, I'll email this, and I'll talk about this in the welcome email. But yes, don't worry, we're here to help you. Let me just check, because let me go back. Oh, it's jumped right down again. There we go. I'm back. Yes. So that's why we do the monthly options. If you want to join monthly, then you can cancel at any time. And I would say I don't want to waste money that I could invest in something that I'm more skilled at. I think that's in reply to someone else. But yeah, I guess nobody does, do they? But the thing with the hub, it's about focusing on where your strengths and your passions lie. So you delve into building up your skill and your passion and work out how to make a living from it. So in the hub, what we do is we are all designing our own life. We do a lot of work on carving out that time to think about how do we want to live? How many hours do we want to work? And we did sessions at the beginning of the year where we worked on this and then start to put plans into place to make it happen, and really starting to think about what you want to say through your art, or where do you want art to take you. So like for me, it's taken me on this amazing journey to create United Art Space. I could never have come up with this. This was born from this evolution of following this framework, the 7 keys, and I remember back thinking, I just don't want to be employed, and I want to be able to pick up my kids, and I want to work from home. And it all came from that, me going, this is how I want to live my life. And then I created my own job, and it's crazy when I think now. But so yes, anyway, I just want you to and I'm not trying to talk you into, joining if it's not right for you. Take this, if you don't join, I still want you to think about that phrase of wasting your money on something that you're more skilled at. I wouldn't look at it like that. I would, because sometimes our perception of what we're skilled at isn't, I don't know, I could get really deep here. Okay. Oh, I feel the same. I feel I'm banging my head on a brick wall, then feel my art is rubbish. And I feel like, don't be so dramatic. Oh, so it's all mindset. Everything that you're describing there is mindset. So to help you with that comment, it's getting it out of your head on paper. Like, why do you feel like you're banging your head against a brick wall? What is that frustration? Where are you getting stuck? And then starting to write why you feel your art is rubbish. And sometimes I think just getting it out on paper helps you see the perspective. So traditional art seems, i.e. physical pieces. There's a place for everyone and every artwork. I know so many people that sell digital artwork, and I get asked this one a lot. And my friend is a really successful digital artist. She sells her prints for like, a few £100s. No one minds that they're not traditional fine art. I've bought one before. So in all of this, it's sometimes your perception, and sometimes if you're seeing the world through your lens of who you follow on social media, the groups that you're in, and you're seeing lots of traditional artwork, then you start to think that that's what is in the world, but that's just through your lens. And actually what happens is when you start to work through the 7 keys and you start to pull out your links to your people, and you start to follow more people in the digital art space or anything, it could be fantasy art or whatever, you'll start to find a whole world that you didn't know existed when you start to see the world through a different perspective. It's so easy to think sometimes when we're looking at the media and through social media, we paint a picture of what we're being fed, but there's something else going on somewhere else that's just that we haven't got in our peripheral. So this is the exciting thing with today, because you can start to carve out your own place and you'll start to find people and connect with people and find buyers who connect with what you do. And so my motto is find your voice, find your people. And when you keep it so simple as that, find your voice, find what it is that really excites you, and then find people who connect with it. And I make it sound really simple, but when you simplify it back, that's all we're doing. Is we're on that mission to find our voice and find our people, and they're there, and your voice is there, it's in you. And yeah, hopefully that helps. Oh, bless you, Jane. The fear hit me today thinking about selling. So just going back to that advice at the beginning, and we'll do work on this inside the hub, because we want to tackle this now. You want to tackle this because if you don't, then you'll always have that fear around selling. And I want you to know that we've worked with so many people that have the same fear around selling. I had massive anxiety around selling. In fact, I had to take 8 months off work to work on my mindset around selling, because I was so scared to even say something was for sale. I'll never forget that. It was it was a few years ago now. And yes, so again, goes back to that 3-point thing of write it down, write the opposite down, write the solution to prevent it from happening, and then what's the worst thing that can happen. So that's the starting point for shining a light on the fear, I would say. Hello, Sabrina. Hey, Stacey. I've abandoned the husband and the kids to their fate. Hopefully the house is still standing. And you've got your live at midnight. My gosh. Hello, Paul. But yeah, we have lots of digital artists inside the group. We do. Oh, Victoria, my heart is drowned out at the moment because of lack of skill. That's all I can hear. Silly. I know it's not silly. It isn't silly. It's what you feel. And you can turn it around, though. You can. Oh, I'm trying to think if I have some advice when you're feeling that. I don't know if you want any advice. You might not, but I'm just trying to think when I feel that drowned out, and then you focused on that. Gosh, that feeling of lack of skill. I think for me, whenever I felt like that, I'm just going to share this in case it helps anyone else. I remember when I first started making art, and I remember having my first show, and I was terrified, and I had the show, and I actually hid in the crowd as if I was an observer, and I didn't admit that the artwork was mine. And I remember just standing around, like listening, waiting for someone to say something horrible about my work. That's the reason I was stood there, waiting for them to say something horrible. And then I remember when I set up United Art Space as well, and that feeling of I felt like I wasn't an expert and I don't know. And there's so many people that just know more than me. Why, how all of that just came into my head as well. And the biggest thing that's got me through all of that is focusing on why I do what I do. And when you start to focus on the passion inside and why, and to reconnect with that, it can sometimes to be just stop and just don't even allow the space sometimes to just come. And it's about just taking that step back and journaling and reading a book that you used to love or still love but had forgotten about. It's about playing music that you've lost touch with that lights you up. It's kind of like bringing things back into your life that like that goosebump feeling, and then the brain starts to connect again with, oh God, what is it that I love? What is it that I love? And then I like mind mapping. So yes, getting that connection back to what you love can then drown out the lack of skill rather than what it is that you really want. I don't know if that helps at all. Oh, yay, he joined. Okay. Oh, it will be a busy weekend. I can see it. You should actually have the weekend off and prepare yourself for next week. Not that it's going to be crazy next week. It's a week of welcome next week. Slow down. Paul, what does that mean? Oh, Joe, I loved the studio session this morning. It was nice. We all get together and make art together. It's lovely. Yeah, it is the best place to ask questions. And I know it can be really, really scary, but honestly, everyone inside that group has been through the 7 keys, has felt fear, has been terrified, is probably terrified. But we have so many people that have worked through the 7 keys time and time again. And we have hub reps in the group. We've got a community leader, we've got Hannah, Marita, and so we've got lots of people that will reach out, but more so the members. Honestly, when you ask a question inside that group, you will get so much love and support and different people's opinions and advice, and that is just priceless. Honestly, it really, really is. So although it's really scary the first time you do it, when you do it, you'll know that you're going to get so much help from people. And there's a wealth of knowledge in that group as well, so I mean, I can share what I know, but when you post inside the group, you're going to get so much more advice from different people's perspectives as well. So but yeah, Stacey's right, only other members can see your post as well. But it is really safe. It is safe and confidential and no judgments at all. Thank you, Stacey. And we really do pride ourselves on that, and we protect our community, and we're monitoring all the time. So yeah, I would encourage you to post in the group. And it will be scary. You'll write it and you'll go, yeah, it's Bang a Holiday, I know. Oh, I like that, Sarah. Taking the advice and drawing the word fear, seeing what happens. Brilliant. Yeah, isn't that? Yeah, do you know what? I might do that as well. Just write the word fear and see what comes out. I like that. Just see what comes out, because a lot of the time, there's often stuff going on in our heads that we don't know. I don't know whether you found this, but when I write things, it's like what Simone said the other day. She said, write down 300 things that you really want and desire. And she said, when you first write it, it's superficial stuff. And then when you keep writing, you start writing stuff and you go, wow, is that really what I want? I didn't realize. This has just reminded me something. Thank you, Sarah, of something years ago when my ex-husband and I were going through couples therapy. We did this session, and we had to talk for, I think it was like 3 minutes each, where we talked about our fears. And we had to talk about what we were scared of. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to say. And then when it came to our turn, we both said that. I was like, I don't know what I'm scared of. But when we started to talk, all of these fears started to come out, how we felt about each other. And we were both like, what? I didn't realize I was scared of that. It was really enlightening. So anyway, that's just reminded me of that. And I think writing that down can be so powerful, because sometimes there's something blocking you and you don't actually know why. So there's a lot of post-it notes, I know. And then I ran out of post-it notes and I had to use brown paper. So at the end, the B and the exclamation mark isn't so vibrant. But yes, oh cool, new members. Exciting. Oh, nice. Gardening. I haven't even stepped out of the house today. Hello, Louise. I've been watching for a while. Joined yesterday. However, I have a day job, so may be able to dip in and out for live sessions if work break. Yes, Louise, we have lots of people who have day jobs. And this is what I say when people join, they say, oh, I'm in Canada and I can't do the lives. But we have people in the UK that can't attend the lives because it's so difficult to find a time that suits everyone in the world. So dip in, absolutely. You don't have to attend the live sessions because everything's in the hub. You can do it at your own pace. And the great thing if you're watching on a replay is you get to watch me on double speed, like a chipmunk. But in seriousness, though, you can get through the content twice as quickly. So I often do that in groups that I'm in. I can't attend the live sessions because they're in different time zones to me. And I sit and listen to them on double speed and then I get through it faster. So there are benefits to being there live and not there live as well. But yes, you'll still feel connected to the group even if you can't attend the live sessions because it's a really active, supportive group. So untangle my tangled, messy mind. Oh, I love it. Michelle, there is no way I'm cancelling my subscription when I'm in it for the long run. Sorry, but you're stuck with me. We would love to be stuck with you, Michelle. Oh, Catherine joined yesterday. I'm so excited. Not created any art since school 40 years ago. Amazing. Did make your mark, which spurred me on to join the hub. Welcome, Catherine. So happy that you're joining us. So the great thing is now, because you've done make your mark, and the makers is an extension of that to continue that going on. And then the hub will really just take you through that 7-part framework to help you start to think about what you want from life now and your art and what direction you can take it in. So it's exciting. Welcome. So no, it's all on a website. So the hub is all on a private, secure website. You get your own login and everything is on the website. So you don't need social media. Everything is uploaded there, all the live sessions, all the replays, all the lessons, the 7 keys, of course, everything is on the hub platform. And if you want to connect with the community, you can do so in a Facebook group, which is private, or you can use a hashtag on Instagram and you can see what the members are doing over on Instagram as well. So you don't have to be on social media to take part. So in terms of cancellation, so you need time to you cancel 2 days before the renewal. You lose out if you cancel earlier. Yeah, because it's instant. So as soon as you cancel, it ends the subscription. So on a monthly, just make a note. It's whatever day you sign up, it comes out the next month on the same date. And for yearlies, we send a renewal reminder. We send 4 reminders out before the payment's taken to remind you that it's about to come out. And if you don't want to renew it, then we can cancel that before it comes out. So. Yay! Hello, Kathy. Oh, Lynn's joined as well. Bit of a spur of the moment decision, as I realised if I procrastinated and overthought it, I'd probably miss out and regret it. Oh, so many people have said that to me, Lynn. So many people have said, I just wish I'd have done it sooner. So big welcome, big welcome. How do you jump from art therapy user to paid artist? So do you mean using art as a therapy to then being a paid artist? If that's what you mean, we have so many people, myself included, that have used art as a therapy and then gone into creative pathways that make us a living. So for me, art has always been my therapy. That's why I've made and make still now. And that's what led me to set up United Art Space. So that's one example. Then we've got other people inside the membership that have made art as a therapy, and then possibly they start to do workshops themselves or teach others, like Hannah, who's on now, is helping others to make art in the same way that she does, which is, therapy. And we've got Jennifer and Dorota as well that have been using art and mental health, and now Jennifer's artwork is starting to go on different products and notebooks and bags. And so she's creating a whole movement around art and therapy and using that to impact other people and share a message about people loving themselves and getting rid of the stigma on social media and all this pressure to look a certain way. So what you can do is, whatever reason you are making the art and the therapy, usually when you go through the 7 keys, there's links to why you were doing that. And then you can start to channel that through your art and through other people. So when you start to sell it, depending on what your artwork is like as well, is it soothing? Is it energetic? So you can then start to not only pull out the links to why it was made, but how it makes people feel, and where would that go on a wall? Are they suitable for offices? Or so you start to pull through the 7 keys that way. So there's lots of ways that you can take art from therapy to so many options to make a living. Hopefully that answers your question. Oh, hello, Sheena. It's okay. I kind of don't even know what day it is half the time. It's the highlight of my week, turning up and working. Oh, it's nice to have you here. Oh, and was it this morning session that you missed? Yeah, Stacey, I can't believe it was 4 years ago, because I actually just remember you joining, and I remember you taking Make Your Mark, and I remember it like it was yesterday. And I remember us all having that Zoom session together, and you were like, I did not realise I was going to be on camera. Do you remember that? Oh, and now to know what you've gone through since, it's amazing. Yeah, incredible journey. Like that, yeah, overthink these things and then miss out. Yeah, it is overthinking sometimes, isn't it? Just when you think, like, what is the worst thing that's going to happen here? or what is the best thing that's going to happen is you're going to end up making a living doing something that you love, which is what a lot of people have started to do in our community. Like, there are literally so many people now, it blows my mind, who are selling, and they're putting their work into the world, and they're being accepted, and it's the best feeling to have helped people in that way. And it's not just me that is helping, it's everyone inside the community helping each other. So it's insane now how much support there is inside the group, and that is having this big effect on each other, because everyone's sharing inside the group and sharing what works and share what doesn't, and this is feeding everybody. And what's happening is we're having this big surge of success in the group, and it's not just because of me, it's because of everyone else helping each other. And it's not always just about the financial as well and about selling. We've seen big transformations in people with their mindset and actually happiness and their outlook on life and the artwork that they make. And they were miserable before, making artwork that didn't mean anything, and now they're making something that means something, and they're putting it out there, and putting less pressure on themselves, and they're finding that they're happier as people. And for some, it takes a long time because they're conditioned in such a way that's so full of fear. And for some people, it does take longer to work through this process. And there are people that I've worked with for a long time, and I can see the shifts now happening in them. And there's always the same pattern that people go through. And there's someone in particular, I don't want to name names because it's personal, but I can see she's been not making artwork for a long time. She's so afraid to make the artwork that she really wants to make. She's terrified of so many things, of it being stolen, of it being ridiculed, of putting herself out there because she's vulnerable. And she's been tinkering on the edge, and I can see it's brewing, and I can see this collection coming together, and it's like, oh, this is it. I know this is it. She's finally finding that courage to finally do it. And then she'll start to find her people, because it's inevitable. So I get so excited. Sorry. Calm down, Michelle. I'm thinking of joining, but I'm not sure. If you've got any questions whatsoever, let us know. If there's something that you're just not sure of, that you think, I don't know, if there's anything that's stopping you, if we can answer. We've got lots of members here now. If you want to fire any questions about what, be honest. If there's something putting you off, just let us know. And lots of members here will help. I don't know. Am I losing connection? Nish, I can see that you're losing connection. I'm not sure. Yay. Misha, hello. First time live thingy. I like that. Yeah, I'm curious to know where the hub's going to take you as well. It's exciting. I love it because no one knows what's in store for them at the beginning. Oh, Poonam, hello. It's your first time as well. Oh, it's all working fine here, Nish. It must be your Wi-Fi. So Julie, the makers area goes live tomorrow. We've actually rebuilt it onto a different platform, and so tomorrow you're going to get an email telling you how to access the makers, and we're going to release tomorrow the theme for May and what's happening over there. There's a little mini art challenge for you, only if you want to. There's no pressure to do the art challenge. It's there if you just need something to get you going. So you'll get an email about that tomorrow. We wanted to have it ready, and it was just one of those things. I've got to actually record a little video showing you how to use it tonight, because I recorded one and there was no sound. So I'm not sure what sort of art to focus on. I flipped from one medium to the next. Will the course help me to find the medium that's meant for me? Yes, that's what it's for. We've had so many people. I remember Adette joining, and her work was literally all over the place. She's doing people, trees, just and all different types of mediums. They all look like they came from different people, the artwork. And I remember when she first joined, she said, I still don't understand how these 7 keys are going to help me. She was like, I just don't I don't think it's going to help. And I said, just keep going, trust me. And then 3 months in, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm starting to realize the art that I want to make. And she realized that she wanted to doodle, and she'd never considered doodle as art before. And what happened then was she went on to become a doodle artist, and she still does lots of different subject matter, because you can. Doesn't mean you have to concentrate on one subject matter, but she's found her voice. And so, yeah, we have lots of people that come in thinking that they know what art they want to make. Stacey, who's on now, was doing pet portraits. And she quickly realized that that's not what she wants to do. And she's been on this journey since, and she has the most unique artwork now, which came from the hub helping her navigate there. So yeah, it will help with that. That's what it's set up for. The 7 keys is set up for that. Yes. Yay, Helen. Helen's joining now. Amazing. Oh, Heidi. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So, Poonam, so yes, if you feel that it's not selling, then when we go through the 7 keys, there are lessons on selling to help you make sure that you're communicating things properly. There's a checklist. So if you're not selling, this is the things to ask yourself. And when you go through the 7 keys, it's like, do you know who your people are? And working backwards on those 7 keys. So yeah, if you're struggling with selling, this will help you figure out what's not connecting. Where do you need to tweak? It is, yes. It isn't just about skill. You're right. It is. Passion is more important than, what's that motto that I have? Desire is more important than talent. You can be the most talented artist in the world with the best skill, but if you don't have that passion and desire, that's what stands out. That passion comes through when you talk about your work, when you write your social media posts. You can't fake passion. And when you're making your artwork, if you're not really passionate about it, it shows in your artwork. So true. Yeah, it's so true. Yeah, Poonam, because the 7 keys is applicable no matter what stage you're at. So, I use the 7 keys all the time, because the more you go through the 7 keys, the more it's like every year you should write a business plan. You need to check in all the time. And so the 7 keys you will keep doing, because it's refining your plan. It's your plan with what direction you're going in, and you evolve. It's not static. So your why now will change in 6 months' time. It won't be the same why. And your work will evolve as well. You're not going to just make the same work over and over again. So the 7 keys it evolves with you as a person. And so, yes, even if Sharon has been an artist for 25 years, she still uses the 7 keys every year, goes back, develops. That's how she puts her prices up. It's like checking back in all the time. And if you aren't a beginner, just haven't been doing art for a while, yes, I do recommend just going back from the beginning, because it just sets you up it just lays those foundations. Yeah. Oh, Jackie, amazing to see you. After working out how I might finish Make Your Mark in my diary planner. Wonderful. I like that you're carving that time out, Jackie. Big, big welcome. So Tracy, if you've lost your mojo, go back to the Start Here section, because it isn't about selling. It isn't only about selling. It's about going through your journey. So have you been through the 7 Keys course? Because the 7 Keys course doesn't actually talk about selling until you get to the how. So all those ingredients, the keys beforehand, are nothing to do with selling. So if you've lost your way inside the hub, the best place to start is the Start Here section, which is right at the top. Go through the Start Here section, because that recaps you on how to use the 7 keys and how to use the roadmap. And the 7 keys is the roadmap, is like your recipe. It gives you the ingredients that you need, depending on what stage you're at. So if you're a beginner or if you're a hobbyist, you find the stage that you're at, and then the 7 keys gives you the ingredients to bring that recipe to life. So not focusing on selling. The 7 keys is focused on you finding your voice, finding what it is that you want to make, building a collection, and then working out your pocket of people and how you carve out that place. So yeah, the 7 keys isn't about selling in that respect. So that's what I would do. I'd go back to the 7 keys. Oh, are you new, Tracy? Sorry, because I read that as maybe you joined, but it sounds like you've just joined. Sorry. So yeah, definitely go to the Start Here section and then the 7 keys. Hopefully, sorry, I'm just repeating myself now. It doesn't matter whether you're a brand new member or sometimes members lose their way and they've had to take time out and then they come back. It's the same process to get back into it again. Let me see. Fantastic. I was not sure, and that was keeping me from interacting and posting in the group, but now I'll post. Yes, please do. Please do. Yes, post. We want to see. Yay, Catherine. Can't wait to see you in there. Oh, Cora. If you have any questions and just ask, yes, please do just ask. Michelle is genuinely lovely and won't be offended. No, I won't. Nor will she make you feel like you have to join. No. What's the opposite of a deadline dancer? Well, I think so in the hub you learn about the different types of buyers, and the deadline dancers are the ones that wait to the very last minute. I'm a deadline dancer, so I literally am the person that will sign up to something 1 minute before the end, or I'm lastminute.com with everything. I like the excitement. And the opposite of that, I guess, is the impulse buyers. The impulse buyers are those people that just, they see something and they just go, boom, I'm having that, having it, don't even think about it. So I think that that's the polar opposite of a deadline dancer. Oh, Julie, thank you. I've been following Motivation on Mondays, found you so inspiring, motivating. I need you in my life, so happy to have joined up. Oh, well, I'm going to be in your life now a lot. So I'm happy that you joined too. I can't wait to support you, Julie. Oh, Adette's on with us. Hey, Adette. I was afraid that I would be limiting myself on joining, but it's been the exact opposite. Yeah, Adette's work has just transformed and it's been amazing. Nice to see you here, Adette. What worries me is I'm lazy and I procrastinate. So this is a challenge for me to be motivated. Oh, bless you. So what we do inside the hub is help you just break everything down to your next 3 steps. So you can check in on a Monday and say, this is what I want to get done this week. And it keeps you accountable. So yeah. I love this for a journey. I joined as a pet portrait artist, then a portrait artist, then embroidery artist, then abstract portrait, and now a spiritual surrealist artist. And everything is fed into each other. Oh, Kath, thank you. Let me just see if there's any other questions before I go. So any more questions and then I will go. So it closes for enrolment 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not very good at maths. 4 hours it closes for enrolment. So oh, bless you. I did a whole video on this and it's going to end in a few hours. If you go onto yourartmatters.com, you'll see a replay where I talk about pricing. So I'd go and watch that. If you're joining the hub, you'll get access to that on a replay. But if you're not joining the hub, go and watch it. You've got like 4 hours to go and watch it. So yourupmatters.com, and you'll find pricing work webinar there. Yay, you're going to be in the right place, Chantal. Yes. We do a lot of work to try and integrate you and bring you together. 1 hour minimum a week on 7 keys. How long is it likely or possible to get through it? A week, a month? Just wondering. So we've had people literally go through the 7 keys within 2 weeks. And then for some people, it's been 2 years. It really is dependent on you. And it depends on so many factors. Like you can literally physically get through it in a week or two, because I'm just trying to think. I don't know how many hours it all adds up to, but you can get through it really, really quickly. But to actually implement it and fill it all in, and it takes time. It does take time. But yeah, you could get through it really, really quickly. But the progress from all the people that I work with who are making a living have not rushed through it. They have taken their time. So all the people in the case studies that I share now from people that are selling, not all of them have gone through the whole 7 keys. They've been attending and listening to the lives and absorbing it all. And we've seen success happen within 6 months, like big changes and collections being sold, and from people that had no clue what they were doing. So it can happen really quickly. But those people did take it all in. I've seen a pattern. But then, at the same time, there are some people that haven't made that progress because they have more mindset work to do. They are getting in their own way. And so we work with them to just keep shining a light on all that fear they have. So, you looked lovely. I think I do remember you being in bed though. But yeah, but at least you can do the videos on double speed, Jackie. It's 11 p.m. UK time, so it's 4 hours from now. It's embarrassing that I have to count on my fingers to work out times. Oh, yay, Chantal, you've set up your profile. That's really good. Yeah, all the webinars from this week will be inside the hub, yes. Okay, I think I've covered everything. Oh, hold on, there's one here. Liza Marie, hello. I'm a beginner, like I've mentioned. Question is, do you recommend me playing around while I'm working through the 7 keys until I reach the point where I find my voice? I feel like I'm still all over the place, jumping from one medium to another, and my subjects differ light and day. I'm basically just having fun at this point, which is great. In one of the chats was mentioned not to make everything you do public, just what you want to be known for. How does it apply if I don't have that just yet? So that's a great question. And what I would say is, yes, do the 7 keys alongside, because the 7 keys is going to start to prompt questions and ask you things, and you'll fill worksheets in, and you'll start to connect hand in hand with the play and what all that means. And so you're playing over here and it's great. And then the 7 keys is going to help you start to go, okay, a minute, right, okay, well, how does this play connect with each other? Is there something pulling all of this together? Is there a thread? What is the narrative behind all this? And you'll start to notice patterns emerging, or similarities in things, connections. And that's what the 7 keys will help you with. And then the 7 keys will help you start to pull a plan together. So it's absolutely fine at that stage to create a social media and just be like, I'm playing. This is just, I'm just having fun right now. And then when you start to use the 7 keys to think, when you're ready, about carving out, maybe getting ready to sell, And then you might want to tighten up your social media when you're ready to. So I would keep playing. And what we tend to do is you have that playtime, and then you start to select and reject. This is one of Sharon's terms. You draw a line in the sand at some point where you start to review everything, and you start to select and reject ideas of what you're playing with to bring it into a collection of some sort or a conclusion. And so what can happen, Liza Marie, is that you might say, I'm going to carry on playing for another month or 90 days, and then I'm going to, review this and think what direction I want to take it in. So, because we could all play forever because it's great fun. And there becomes a point where you go, okay, where is this going? So hopefully that helps. Yes, Stacey is motivating. I totally agree. Look at this. I joined 4 years ago with nothing but a drawing board for my lap. And no followers. No followers. Oh my gosh. And no money in your bank either. I remember you saying I had no money, no followers, just a drawing board. Now you have your own studio, thousands of followers. Yeah, it's mind-blowing. Oh, nice. That sounds nice. I like that. Full stop at the end of a sentence. Oh, amazing. So motivated since the day I joined the hub last Saturday. I finished a rose I started in 2020 and finished it in 2 days. Amazing. I did it in graphite, also learning the skills. Okay, right. I think I've covered everything. I'm going to go back through the comments. But you've never regretted it, have you? Yes, there's social media lessons, website lessons, pricing lessons. It's like a buffet inside the hub of all sorts of things to help you and resources to help you. And you can dip in. It's like a gold mine, but that can be overwhelming sometimes. When you go to a buffet table, you're like, ugh. And so that's why we have a roadmap inside to take you step by step. So if you feel the overwhelm, you go back to the roadmap, you find your stage, and you pick your next one step off the roadmap. And we have the resources in the hub to help you with that one stage. So you've always got something to anchor you and bring you back to what it is that you need to be focusing on. And what I found with the 7 keys time and time again, when people have said this to me, that when you feel lost, you go back to the 7 keys, the answers are there, and you go back and you think, okay, I don't know who my people are. It's not selling. So what is it that I'm doing? And you just work backwards and you start to figure out what you need to put right. So the framework will stay with you for life. It will help you with so much. Yeah. I make wooden houses from reclaimed wood. I have 2 different strands: affordable, keep safe gifts, and exclusive artworks. Both are wooden houses, but very different priced. No, keep them together. Yes, keep them together, because somebody who buys the affordable might end up buying the exclusive, and it sounds like they're the same audience as such. So I would keep them together, because it's going to be insane hard work managing 2 social media profiles. It's hard managing one. So yeah, as much as possible, avoid having 2. You'll get so much more momentum with 1. Okay, right. I'm going to head. So thank you once again to everyone that's joined. I will see you all on Monday, and week of welcome next week. So if you can't be there on Monday, because I know it's bank holiday, don't worry, you don't have to attend live on Monday. We will have a week of welcome all week with posts going out and lots of support. Pippa, you're in. Yay. I know. It's so easily done. Oh gosh, I sat talking yesterday for an hour. Oh, I've done it again. It's 7:20, an hour and a half. I'm just laughing. I've done it again. I could literally sit here for hours because I have ADHD, so I literally don't even know. I've got no concept of time. It's crazy. So I'm gonna head. I'll go back through the comments if you've got any questions that I've missed. Only 20 minutes over, yeah. Right, okay, take care everyone, and yay, I'll see you all soon. Okay, have a nice evening, weekend, wherever you are. Bye-bye.